morning. We are the first presenter, and today our video presentation will be about the psychoanalytic theory. Psychoanalytic theory are those influenced by the work of Sigmund Freud, who believed in the importance of the unconscious mind and childhood experiences. Sigmund Freud was a Viennese doctor who came to believe that the way parents dealt with children's basic sexual and aggressive desires would determine how their personalities develop and whether or not they would end up well-adjusted as adults. Freud described children as going through multiple stages of sexual development, which he labeled oral, anal, phallic, latency, and genital.
Psychoanalytic theories explain human behavior in terms of interaction of various components of personality. Freud divided human personality into three significant components: the id, ego, and superego. The id acts according to the pleasure principle. The ego, the must emerge in order realistically meet the wishes and demands of the id in accordance with the outside world. Adhering to the reality principle, superego or the conscience inculcates moral judgments and societal rules upon the ego, thus forcing the demands of the id to be met not only realistically but morally. Freud's contribution to the developmental theory was his proposal that development occurs through a series of psychosexual stages. So there are 5 stages. First stage is the oral stage, is from birth to 1 year. In this first stage of personality development, the libido is centered in a baby's mouth. Second stage is the anal stage, is from 1 to 3 years. The libido now becomes focused on the anus and the child derives a great pleasure from defecating. Next stage is the phallic stage, is from 3 to 6 years. Sensitivity now becomes concentrated in the genitals and masturbation in both sexes becomes a new source of pleasure. So in this stage belongs the Oedipus complex in boys and Electra complex in girls. Oedipus complex, the most important aspect of the phallic stage, is the Oedipus. This is one of the Freud's most controversial ideas and one that many people reject outright. On the other hand, the Electra complex for girls, the Oedipus or Electra complex is less than satisfactory. Briefly, the girl desires the father but realizes that she does not have a penis. That leads to the development of penis envy and the wish to be a boy. The next stage is the latency stage, is from 6 years to puberty. No further psychosexual development takes place during this stage. The libido is dormant. The last stage is the genital stage, is from puberty to adult. This is the last stage of Freud's psychosexual theory of personality development and begins in puberty.
Oral stage birthday to 1 year. Manny is a 1-year-old baby boy. He is playing with her older sister Riza. But then the doorbell rings and Riza stood up to check who is coming. When baby Manny left alone with his toys, he grabbed a small toy and put it in his mouth. Anal stage 1 to 3 years old. One day Hannah's mother Ronaldin teach how to use toilet. And every other day Hannah went to the comfort room and tried to poop herself. Phallic stage. Ages 3 to 6 years old.
Money, have you tried masturbation?
What is masturbation?
My cousin says it gives you pleasure.
In what way?
I also heard from someone else that you will hold your private part and then you will do the motion up and down.
complex. The Layden's family decided to go to the plaza to have a family date. While walking, Josh, their son, noticed that his father holding hands with his mother and he felt jealous. He then suddenly grabbed his mother's hand away from his father. A lecture complex. Janeza looked at the mirror and then suddenly saw her father's reflection. She suddenly feel envy of his father's private part that she wishes to have a penis.
Zombie, I want the second one.
No, baby, you are a girl.
Latency stage 6 to puberty. Mary Grace and Ronaldin decided to study together in their English assignments. Ronaldin only wants to make friends with girls and don't want to be around with boys. Genital stage puberty to adult. Manny and Riza are dating. Manny feels sexual desire towards his girlfriend.
Babe, let's go to my house.
Okay, babe.
Guys, let's go to the mall and hang out so that we can have some fun. But we have lots of assignments. We need to do it first. No, we have to go to the mall so that we can hang out. What do you think is the most important?
Girls, wait. Let us decide first. What we're going to do is, we have to answer our thinking first before we hang out. Okay?
Trait theory in psychology rests on the idea that people differ from one another based on the strength and intensity of basic trait dimensions. There are 3 criteria that characterize personality traits that face one consistency to stability and 3 individual differences. Psychoanalysis emphasizes unconscious. Motivation and main cause of behavior lies buried in the unconscious mind. It is both an approach to therapy and theory of personality. Once again, Sigmund Freud and his psychoanalytic theory